to my channel. So today I am going to be using the last two smaller palettes from the BH Cosmetics Nude Ego collection, and this is the palette. This is me, so it's like the purples, cool tone palette. And then I'm also going to use the Peach Emoji. So I think I'll just do one eye with one and one eye with the other. That way you can see both of them. You know, I just feel like, you know, when collections like this come out, it's like, hey, here's one look, it's done. Or here, I'll do like 3 looks out of the same palette. And I've just been breaking it down. So if you want to see my other videos where I show you the other palettes, I'll link those below. But today I'm going to do an eye look with, look, I closed them already, with these two palettes. And so far I will say I like the other two smaller palettes. I wasn't impressed with like the colors from the pink one, but the formula was still the standard or typical BH Cosmetics formula that you would be looking for. So let's jump in and see if these are also the same. So let me zoom you in. So I picked this one up first, so we're going to start with the Peach Emoji, and I'm just going to take my Morphe E27 brush, and I think what I'll do, I think I'm going to go in with Reveal. Pick that up, tap it off. It's a pretty flush of color. Obviously it's like more pigmented where I first put the color down. So let's see. I feel like this color is going to be buildable. Yeah. So it's definitely a nice buildable color. Just going to take that same brush, same color, and dust it under the eye. So now I'm going to take this, I believe it's a Farah Beauty, I don't know, it's just another fluffy brush, and I'm going in with Passion. Ooh, that's definitely a super soft color. Like that had a lot of shadow that picked up. Let's go in. Again, it's a pretty color, it's fairly pale. It's super soft, so be careful when you pick it up because you're going to make a mess. So tap that off. It's definitely buildable. That's good. And it blends out really nice, so I'm just going to pick up that same color, put it on my brush, and then I'm going to dust underneath. So this Bite Me color is super chunky. So I'm going to go in with my, as usual, Morphe, well, this is the M124 brush. So it looks super chunky, and then when you get in there brushing around, it kind of pushes it down so it doesn't look as chunky. But I'm going to try to pick that up on a brush. I'm just going to put that in the center and see what happens. It's not bad. A little bit of, get a little bit of coverage. So now I'm going to use my finger and pick that up. So it's definitely not as chunky as it looks. Like I was thinking, oh, that's gonna have big chunks of glitter in it just from looking at it. But I'm not getting that once I put it on. So it's pretty decent coverage. It feels tacky. Let me pick up some more. So I can get that nice base. Like that. And then I'm going to pick some up on a brush and I'm going to get it wet. And I'm just going to use this Cover FX illuminating setting spray because that's what I have right here. It's a very fine mist. Let's see. So I'm not really getting that it's like intensifying it very much. If anything, I feel like it's just getting it wet and making it stay more in place on the eyelid. So I don't feel like getting it wet really intensified it too much. Not in person. I don't know if it's gonna look more dramatic on the camera. But what I'm seeing in person right here, I don't feel like it did a whole lot to get it wet. So let's move on. I'm gonna take another Morphe M124 brush and I'm gonna go into Charmed. I'm gonna pick that up. Like so. Let's see. So it did pick up a little bit there. I'm still gonna go in with my finger. Pick some of that up. There, get a nice amount of coverage. Again, I'm gonna go back in with that brush. I'm gonna get it wet. With this one, it may have made it a little more shimmery, I suppose. Nothing crazy, nothing crazy. I'm just gonna leave it like that. So now I'm gonna go in with Fresh. I'm just gonna pick it up on this flat brush. This is an Alamar brush. I'm gonna pick that color up. I'm gonna go on this inner corner. That actually applied pretty nice with a brush. Pretty decent coverage. I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna pick a little bit more up on the brush. Because we all know I don't like to stick my big finger right there in the corner of my eye because I feel like I always make a mess. So if I can use my brush, I'm going to. So just blend those two colors together. And then I'm going to go back in with that prior M124 brush in that Bite Me color. And I'm just going to apply that over top where the two meet, just to get a nice blend of the two of them. And I'm going to go in with this Luxie Precision Crease Brush because it's a flat brush that I have. And I think I want to go in with Seduce. This one right here in the middle. Pick that up. Put that on the inner corner. That's okay, it's okay coverage. Let me go in, my finger. Get a little more coverage with my finger, and then I'm gonna go back in with that same brush. Pick it up, get it wet. Let's see. I'm going to go back in with that prior M124 brush in that charmed color. Pick a little bit up and go over top. Get a better blend of those two colors together. I'm going to go in with this color Bear. I'm going to do that on the outer corner. I'm going to use this ColourPop E27 brush. This is where I cleaned it. You know, some of the brushes get stained with these pigmented colors, but I promise I washed it. That's got a lot of pickup from this, so that's where I tapped it off. So that color's fairly soft. Let me pick it up from there. Tap it off again. Let's see. Seems to be going on pretty well. It doesn't look patchy. Let's see. Went on pretty well. So I'm gonna go back in with that prior Bite Me color and just go over top to get a blend between the two. Let's see how that goes. And I did not wet the brush. I'm gonna go ahead and soften the edge. Do the crease. And then for the other eye, I'm gonna go in with Risque. I'm gonna pick that up. I'm gonna go in the outer corner. Not super pigmented. Let's see. Let's see if it's buildable. A little patchy looking there, and I know everybody's like, oh, purples and reds, you know, they're a difficult color. So let's see though. I feel like it's patchy like right in here, like right in this portion of my eyelid. To pick up, you see that on camera right there? It's looking a little patchy. I'm gonna go back in with that charmed color that I put in the middle, and I'm gonna press that down. Try to get a good blend. I don't feel like that's blending very well. there. And go and soften the edge a bit, but I think I'm gonna pick up that color again, that Charmed in the center, because I feel like it really dulled the color. Like it doesn't seem shimmery. So I'm gonna pick some more of that up and kind of go back over the center. It looks alright, like it'll come together once I put lashes and liner on, but I'm kind of feeling like it dulled, like those two colors didn't play very well together. So let's go ahead and move on from that. So I'm going to go in with this Morphe denser pencil brush, and I'm going to pick up this color Juicy. Now this is Peach Emoji, and this color, it just looks like they threw this like lighter pink in, but I'm thinking maybe it's got some peach like throughout it, because in the pan right there it looks really pink. It even looks more pink in the eye. Open up the inner corner a bit, so I'm going to pick some more of that up. I'm going to wet it. Get a little more intense. And then I'm going to go with this ColourPop E10 brush. And I'm going to pick up this color Fantasy. Pick that up. Put that on the inner corner. I do have some fallout underneath, so I'll clean that up. But I'm going to pick up that color. I just mean in general, not necessarily that color I just picked up has fallout. Just in general, there's some fallout around my eye. I mean, it's alright. I'm not... I don't necessarily think that, you know, I was excited about the purple. I don't know. I don't necessarily feel like that color story is really getting me excited. I'm just going to take this BH Cosmetics number 11. It's like a flat liner brush. I'm going to pick up this Bear color. Stamp it in there, and I'm just going to stamp that along my lower lash line, like underneath. And now I'm going to pick up that first brush I used and just lightly dust it under to blend that out a little bit, and then I'm going to go back in one more time just to intensify it right there under that lower lash line and connect it there. And then give a slight dust underneath. And then I'm going to pick up another flat liner brush, and I'm going to pick up this color here, Risque, and I'm going to do the same exact thing. Stamp that there. Take that first brush and dust underneath. Just slightly, and then go back in again. right there. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this BH brush. I don't know, it says smoke on it. I don't know. I'm gonna pick up this Keen color. See if I can get that to do like a brow bone highlight for me. Ever so slight. I mean, it really matches my skin tone, so it just kind of looks like my skin tone there. And then I'm going to take this Morphe brush here, and I'm going to pick up this last color, Dream. And I'm going to do, let's see. At the top, and I basically just turned my eyebrow purple. This color, for being so light, actually has really nice color payoff, so I can't hate on that. Because it does. I wasn't thinking it was for such a light color that it was going to have that much color payoff, so let me just fix this up just a smidge. And then I think I'm going to go back in with that very first brush. Kind of regain my shape right there in the middle because I went a little too low. Like that. So I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna do some liner. I'm gonna throw on some lashes. And I'm sorry, I know this probably annoys a lot of you. I look up because I can see myself up there and then I'm like, shit, that's not worth it. I gotta look straight ahead into the lens. So I'm gonna pop off. I'm gonna go ahead and do some liner, some mascara, possibly throw on some lashes, and I'll be right back. Okay, so there is the finished look. I went ahead and used this ColourPop Cream Gel Eyeliner. It says BFF on it. I thought it came from the Palm Springs collection, but it says Puppy. So it's like a peachy, orangish, coral something or other color, and I used that in the waterline of this eye, and it gave it a bright pop, because I figure all these videos all the time I'm constantly using something light, and we all know that using a lighter color in the waterline like opens up the eye a bit. Then in the other eye I used this ColourPop BFF Cream Gel Liner. I guess maybe they all say that, BFF. I don't really know, because it came out of this It's a Dream pack, and I did that very quick. I got out of this It's a Dream pack, and it was on sale. And this is the color, and I used that in the waterline over here. Just something a little different, you know, adding a little color there. And then I put on a pair of these limited edition lashes by Lily Lashes, and that's what they say on the side. So I don't know if that's the name of them. I mean, I assume because it's on both ends, but I don't want to assume things. So I like them. They're big and fluffy. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I did to complete the look. I put a little bit of liner on. I've still been using that BH Cosmetics Perversion liner. That's fun. Yes. Did I say BH Cosmetics? Well, because I had BH on my mind. So I just went ahead and put on this Urban Decay Perversion liner. Just a thin line, and then I put the lashes on. So I don't know, like, I'm not a huge fan of the purple This Is Me palette. Like, I don't really care for the color story. I mean, if you love purples, that's fine, whatever. I'm just, you know, commenting my opinion. Again, I don't care for the color story and how the colors went together. I do appreciate the color payoff from this light color, because I thought it was going to be really pale and not really do too much. So I appreciate the color payoff of that. You you know, and this first color, Passion, went on nice. This color here on the end, the Risque, it was kind of patchy. It went on, you know, kind of and then when I started applying it over this color, it's almost like it kind of washed it out. It muted it. And it's not that I was fully going over the center of my lid. I was just going over where the two colors met up, and it just seemed like it put like a matte wash over everything. So then when I went back in with Charmed, it was like I couldn't get it back to that vibrant state it was in prior to putting on that matte color. So I just, you know, it could be user error, you know, I will wholeheartedly take the blame for that if that is what it is. I just, again, for me, for my opinion, I'm not big on this palette, and I wasn't big on the Color Story palette for the pink one, and offhand I can't remember what it's called. The Peach Emoji, I mean, yeah, if you love peaches, everything applied really nice. I'm a little thrown off by having like this pink color in the middle. Yeah, it just says, you know, warm neutrals plus peachy hues with high impact, one swipe payoff. I just, again, I'm a little thrown off by that. Like, you have a whole peach palette. I'm pretty sure you could have come up with something lighter, something more peachy to go with like the Color Story. I mean, I don't know if you're gonna call the whole thing Peach Emoji. That's just my opinion. This color here, it's really close to my skin tone, so it might have added a little something there just to kind of lighten it up over this initial color I had put on. So that putting that over it, it might have lightened it up a little bit. Is it something I'm going to jump to use all the time? I'm thinking probably not, because I feel like I have combinations of these colors in other palettes, and again, a lot of these are most likely playing off of the colors in the Power Play palette. Like I had said, you know, these are just extensions of those colors, so I feel like I would be more inclined to reach towards the larger palette than I would for the little ones. I did, however, really enjoy the green one. Again, I already did a video on that, so you can go watch that if you would like. But I believe that covers it for all the small palettes that came in this collection. So for me, the peach ones, they all applied nicely. Like, I have no problem with the application of any of them. Again, this one was just a little too light. I didn't feel that any of these were patchy or anything like that. I did have a problem with this one. So final answer, I'm not big on the purple palette. I don't care for the Color Story. I'm not 100% on how all the colors applied, so that's a no. These all applied nicely. I have no problem with them. It's just not something I would jump to use all the time or again. I mean, but it applied typical to BH Cosmetics formula. So I hope this was an informative video for you. I appreciate you watching it. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to new people stopping by and checking it out. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day or evening whenever you're watching this.